longtime assistant coach at Louisville, where he knows Niele Ivey and this Notre Dame program very well. Of course, Niele, a great career as a player at Notre Dame, an assistant under the Hall of Famer Muffet McGraw, and now in her third season as head coach.
This will be fun.
For one team, it's been about resilience dealing with injury. The other about respect. Why not us as Mississippi State, who, to the surprise of no one, wins the tip as they've done in all but one game this season. Off we go, Mississippi State in maroon and Notre Dame in white as we look at today's starting lineups brought to you by Capital One. Alana Smith, Jessica Carter was the force inside that Coach talked about just a few moments ago. What kind of an impact will she have on this game? We'll see as it goes along. For the Irish.
Well, both teams are predominantly man-to-man teams, but we saw both teams yesterday work on a lot of zone to try to change up defenses on each other. So that'll be part of the chess match too, to see if they can keep teams out of their offensive rhythm.
And remember, for Mississippi State, this is the third game in 5 days, coming through the first four, getting the win against Illinois, then the win on Friday, upsetting the 6-seeded Creighton Blue Jays. 7 on the shot clock. Anastasia Hayes finds Carter at the elbow. Is good.
And Carter has a reputation for being just a low block player, but we've seen her this week work on her face-up game out to about the foul line, and she's knocked down a few of those in the games.
There's your starting five for Notre Dame. Of course, no Olivia Miles, officially ruled out just the day before the Irish made their debut on Friday. But she missed the ACC tournament as well. This is an offensive foul against Notre Dame and KK Bransford. And she did an awful lot. All-American point guard doesn't even begin to encompass all that Olivia Miles did. She led the team in all of those categories at the time of her injury.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was surprised earlier in the year to look down and see that she was their leading rebounder. There's Notre Dame in the zone that time.
Maddie Westbeld on the rebound, looking to run.
And we'll talk more about it. They really had to, with Miles out, have everybody be a part of the ball handling process.
Sonia Citron, first points for the Irish. Hayes to Smith. Jerkayla Jordan had a big game against Creighton, 20 points in that one, 4 of 5 from 3. But despite a couple of chances, no finish there for the Bulldogs. So we'll see. Will it be the defenses that take over in this game, or the offenses that each won over 80 points in the last game?
Mississippi State has already left 3 shots short on the rim.
Bransford going up against Carter.
Carter did a good job of not fouling on that. That's been her one weakness for the season, is getting in foul trouble. She talked to us on the first day about that was going to be key for them this weekend. And Prosper has been a key part of their rotation. I mean, you're talking about a freshman coming in December and now plays 20 minutes a game every night, and they need her for all those 20 minutes. They're down to basically 8 players in their rotation.
Yeah, because we mentioned Olivia Miles, of course, Dara Mabry, the other major injury that has hampered this Notre Dame team this season. Their guard on the outside and a vocal leader. Mabry and Miles both leading, but having to do it from the bench now. Here is Prosper. No fear in the freshman.
She's got a great future ahead of her here.
Freshman Debrija Poe on this end, an SEC all-freshman selection for the Bulldogs this season. Westbeld, put in the lane, off the glass and in. Lana Smith, now Carter, and Jordan will be the one to take the shot. Has it been too many threes maybe for the Bulldogs these first few possessions?
They've had a really hard time getting it into the paint.
Carter is still down after she came over trying to defend KK Bransford.
Not sure she ran or fell over the top of her own teammate on that play. Well, this is KK Bransford on the drive. Got the foul outside, but Carter, she just tripped and landed on Bransford on the end of the play.
So she'll get evaluated on the bench at the moment after picking up the foul on the play. leads the Bulldogs in scoring, rebounding, field goal percentage as Notre Dame's going to go back to the free throw line. Lauren Ebo, to mention, transfer from Texas. Grad transfer joining the Irish this year, and on Friday had 14 points, 10 rebounds for the double-double, her most points and minutes played since she missed 5 games with injury earlier this season.
Mississippi State has gone small here. They brought Parker right back out, especially nowadays with more three-point shots in the game. You've got to take care of the long rebounds as a guard. First points of the game for Anastasia Hayes. St. Purcell really got into Hayes, his graduate student this year, about the defense she was going to have to play in this game. Might have to bring some offense too. Westbeld missing. Here is Hayes. Averaged 18 points per game last season in the SEC, much lower this year for the Bulldogs, but led the league in assists. Right back to Alana Smith it goes, still short on that three-point attempt. There's an offensive rebound for Mississippi State. Can they cash it in? Jordan says yes. Mississippi State 1 for 4. Notre Dame is 3 for 6. Bransford spinning off the front of the rim, gets her own rebound, but walks. A. Johnson, grad transfer from St. Bonaventure, bringing the ball up the floor here for the Bulldogs. Hayes has gone to the bench. Smith. Carter got position. Jordan off the glass and in. Can the Irish take care of the basketball on this end of the floor? It's a 6-0 Mississippi State run. Westbeld got herself in trouble and right back out of it to put Notre Dame back in the lead. Great back cut. Had the defense turn their head on the weak side. Just when you think she's too deep, she proves otherwise. 4 points for Maddie Westbeld, and Jerkayla Jordan wanted another layup, couldn't get it that time. Citron, just being hounded by whoever it is that's guarding her, whether it's Johnson or Hayes. Foul is going to be called. Carter just a 60% free throw shooter on the season. That was her first miss, though, in this NCAA tournament. She'd made her first 4. And now it's a 1-point game. Mississippi State, one of 7 upsets on the first round of NCAA tournament play, looking to pull another one here on Notre Dame's home floor. Westbeld an all-ACC second-team selection this year. Well, whichever team can correct their free throw shooting will get a huge advantage in this game because it's not been pretty. She was such a huge factor on Friday for the Irish. 20 points in that game, 15 in the first half. Kind of taken away, Mississippi State's kind of taken away their opportunity for a 2-for-1 here. Just trying to be patient and get a good shot. Johnson, Bransford thought she had the block. It's a foul. It's about 29 seconds left, though. After a free throw, he loves to do this throughout the game so he can set his defense, put in a defensive player to pressure after free throws, slows the other team's offense down, getting it in. Well, there is a whistle. This is the most fouls we've seen from both teams this early in a game. We go all the way through the Final Four on March 31st and the National Championship on April 2nd. Mississippi State, the 11 seed, who came all the way from the first 4 to make it here to the second round game with a chance to take the lead at the end of this first quarter. Johnson pulls up and over Brown, rebound Westbeld. May have gone too early. Westbeld lets it go. She wants the foul. She won't get that or the basket, but she will have a 1-point lead. Notre Dame will start off with the basketball in the second quarter. And they're in a zone this time also. Citron calling for it back, gets it. Ebo to Watson, post to post is points. Great high-low look. 5 on the shot clock. Johnson. Citron cannot keep her from getting 2 more. Back to a 1-point Notre Dame lead. Hassan Prosper working her way to the basket. This freshman is so talented. And that's the kind of thing where you do miss an Olivia Miles.
Ooh, that's the first one of those we've seen. Courtney Weber gets it stuck after the travel. A wedge or a wedgie? Let's get let's make sure we get our terminology. Okay, all right. Just want to make sure we have our terminology correct. First one of those here in South Bend. Off the turnover, gives it back to Notre Dame. Now some full court pressure again from the Bulldogs. And watch how Citron is being played. Part of the game plan, Mississippi State wants to wear her down. Even if they're not getting the ball out of her hands, they want to make her really work.
Well, a lot of times, the theory is that you take away their legs by the time you get to the fourth quarter.
Ebo on the offensive glass. Gets it back. Goes inside. A rare open look into Peyton Hayes makes it pay off. Citron. Hayes got the rebound and was fouled.
Well, and both coaches trying to keep people fresh. So we've had a lot of substitutions every minute or two. When you only play 8 or 9 players, rotating them, getting them fresh legs has been huge.
Smith found herself enough of an opening to rattle it in.
Maybe that'll get her confidence going. She struggled with her shot today.
Those were the first points of the game for Alana Smith. She's 1 of 7 from the floor. Bransford. Ebo. Well, the Irish aren't shooting it great either, but they are getting a lot from their offensive rebound. Yeah, I think a lot of the fans here at Purcell Pavilion are looking for a little more offense too, especially from the team in white. Ebo on the free throw line. Does
right
finish
now,
off.
Ebo's been the difference in the game pretty much, with her offensive rebound. I know it's tough against the zone. They've gone to her right now, and she gets the foul.
Really let the game come to her. Her team was knocking down the outside shot. She did not have to be involved much early against Creighton.
Did a little bit of everything. She got pick and rolls. She got offensive boards. She got a couple touches in transition. She hasn't had much of that today at all. Now, a little bit different here. Sam Purcell brought in Parker to play with Carter. They don't normally play together a lot.
Westbeld. Shot hasn't been falling like it sometimes does. We've seen her knock those down plenty of times. Johnson hands off at the last minute. This could be one of those win ugly type games the way this thing has gone so far. Mississippi State, safe to say, not your average 11 seed, coming in here bringing a ton of fight against the 3rd seeded Fighting Irish.
And a team who was getting better at the end of the year.
Notre Dame, of course, make that big adjustment, losing Olivia Miles in the last game of the season that day, won the ACC regular season title. Weber steps into the shot, it's good.
As Coach told us, Weber has never met a shot she didn't like.
Well, she gives Mississippi State the lead. First time since the scoreboard said 2-0 here at Purcell Pavilion. And now it is Johnson's turn to be a pest against Citron. But Sonia Citron doesn't lose her cool. Instead, she just finds her teammate.
Kept her balance, kept her eyes up. And Prosper made a really nice cut to be open.
6 points in the game for Prosper.
Right idea, bad execution.
Prosper has it blocked out of bounds.
And Johnson never gives up on the play. Gets a great block from behind. And that ball may have gone off of Notre Dame.
Off balance shot, off the inbounds for Westbeld. 7 points for Maddie Westbeld. 3-point lead for Notre Dame. They want to keep it heading into halftime. Crowd's starting to get loud. Another turnover. It is no secret that Mississippi State is trying to get it inside of Jessica Carter, and Notre Dame is all over it. Timeout called, the Ivy bringing her team over. 16.2 left in our second quarter. From South Bend, the Irish 23-2 all-time at home in the NCAA tournament. Bransford. Citron did well just to keep that in bounds. Still, though, Nothing happened in that final possession. It has been a first half of frustration in many ways for these two teams. It is low scoring, but it is a 3-point advantage for the 3 seed, Notre Dame. With the 3-point advantage as we get started in the second half, Mississippi State has already made history. Coming out of the first 4, they won their first round game on Friday night. They want a little bit more.
I think they missed an opportunity right there to get Carter the ball.
6 points in the game. Double dribble, the call on Kylie Watson to turn it over. Leading scorer for the Irish in the first half was Maddie Westbeld. Ebo, that is her 11th rebound. Both Ebo and Westbeld with 10 rebounds apiece in the first half. Here is Westbeld. Ebo going against Carter. Bransford spins to the basket.
That's a real nice find by Ebo when she got herself in trouble on the baseline.
Alana Smith got going a little bit too fast, lost it. Keep an eye on this matchup right here. Whoever is guarding Sonia Citron, been making life difficult for the Irish's leading scorer. She averages 15 points per game on the season. She gets hacked this time. It was ACC Freshman of the Year last season for the Irish.
With the size advantage that Notre Dame has at each position right here. Hayes is smaller than Citron, who she's guarding. Alana Smith is smaller than Westbeld, who she's guarding. So Notre Dame's been trying to seek out those matchups. Great
Citron gets it back for the Irish, going to the rim, and she's going back to the free throw line. You get the feeling it's going to be moments like that that really matter in a game that is this tight.
3-point line, free throw line.
The Irish 5-0 outscoring the Bulldogs this quarter. 9-0 since Mississippi State took the lead in the second. Nobody stops KK Bransford, and that's going to be a timeout call by Sam Purcell of Mississippi State.
Well, they've played way too fast. They've had 2 turnovers that have led to baskets and a failure to block out on the free throw miss. And it's 7-0 to start this quarter just because of those mistakes.
Alana Smith, couple of nice moves, and then the basket to follow.
That's the most patient move they've had.
Bransford goes right around the shot blocker Carter.
I think Carter kind of backed off a little bit too with a couple fouls already. Great pass.
Post blocks. Yeah, Westbeld is there. Prosper beats everybody down the floor. Now the defense gets back, and Carter may have just picked up her 3rd. Kassan Prosper hoping her parents were going to be able to make it here. They were watching her brother play in his first round game, which Marquette won, by the way, on Friday. So today was supposed to be Kassan's turn. They were trying to get here in time to see this one. It's a good problem to have for the family, trying to go watch 2 playing in the NCAA tournament. Johnson finally gets it under control.
A lot of one-handed pass attempts by Mississippi State that have been deflected.
11 points, though, is the largest lead of the game for Notre Dame. Mississippi State just 2 points in this third quarter so far. Ramani Parker into the game after Carter picked up her 3rd, and she'll go to the free throw line. Ramani Parker at the free throw line for Mississippi State, which is in dire need of something positive happening here in this third quarter. That's just the 3rd point that they have scored since halftime.
And the first free throw they've taken since the first quarter of the game. Here's the pressure again.
Citron. Side for Watson. 2 players there defensively. Doesn't matter. Watson has 4. Hayes goes all the way herself. Notre Dame led by as many as 11. That matches their largest lead of the game. And then at the last moment there, it looked like Kayla Jordan reached in. This is their third game already in this NCAA tournament.
And they kind of spread the wealth around. Today, she's felt the ball pressure a lot more. She's had it more in her hands. Notre Dame back in the zone.
Hayes, Johnson, split the two taller defenders. Weber in the corner, takes a step. Short corner shot is good.
Mississippi State's just gotten themselves almost a little bit too deep in the middle of the zone with nothing to do with the ball.
Westbell making it look easy. Johnson blocked by Prosper. And then she commits the foul.
And analytically, it's not good, and physically, it wasn't real good.
Notre Dame not shooting particularly well, especially from the free throw line. And they're 37% in the game, but free throws 52% Notre Dame, 11 of 21.
Those are just missed opportunities.
Under 10 seconds to go here. 5 now for the Bulldogs, looking for the final shot. Smith, no. Maybe one more. Off and in. It does beat the buzzer. That's the initial call, so Mississippi State maybe with a little positive momentum to take into the fourth. Alana Smith thinking for a moment maybe she'd get to inbound that ball. Not quite. It will start in the hands of Sonia Citron and Notre Dame. Westbeld has the height advantage. You can see it there on Smith. And they're going to call Westbeld with the foul. Mississippi State got a basket just at the end of the third quarter. See if they can turn that into a little momentum. Carter is able to be back on the floor. She missed some time with the 3 fouls. Weber, still no three-pointers will fall.
And Notre Dame doing a really good job for the most part in the second half of blocking out, not giving Mississippi State second shots.
Carter took the ball out of the hands of Citron. Smith. Weber will try it again. There it is! First one of the game for either team. Ebo, rebound to Carter. Hayes, fouled by Citron. Her bench up on their feet.
Mississippi State starting to feel a little bit more momentum.
That was the third foul on Citron as well, by the way, as Hayes on the free throw line. 0 for 2 today. Make it 0 for 3 after she came in having made 12 of 13 from the free throw line. It's not a three-point clinic either, but we'll see how it finishes out. Westbeld. No. The pass broken up. There you see the 2 leaders, 2 stars for this team. Dare Mabry, All-American point guard. Olivia Miles resigned to bench duty, both out with injury.
Toughest place in the world to sit there and watch a game. Plenty of time here.
Smith with her left. Carter gets the easy 2 on the putback. One of the best shot blockers in the SEC this season, Carter. Westbeld. Carter has to be careful and just held her hands in the air. It was enough. Weber for the tie. Yes!
Well, Courtney Weber has put her stamp on this game in the second half.
Can they get the look they want? 6 now for Citron. Goes back to Westbeld. Well, that's the play. We saw them draw up when they were down in the shot clock. They don't get the first, they get the follow-up though. Weber has been the spark plug for the Bulldogs. She's fouled and going to the free throw line. Yeah, this has been a huge turnaround emotionally and in many other ways for this Mississippi State program. Getting back to the NCAA tournament this year after having 4 different head coaches the last 4 years, but now here they are, tie game on the road at the 3rd-seeded Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 4 minutes to go.
And as you said earlier, as Sam Purcell said, why not us?
When no one else believed in this team, they believed they could be in this exact moment. And Notre Dame, too, playing with a bit of pride here as Carter.
That's a big play, too, because they need her on the floor right now for her rebounding and defense, if nothing else.
And she stays out there at the moment, but 2 free throws coming for KK Bransford. Freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio.
I think Carter told Sam Purcell, I got this. He started to send Danae Carter to the table and called her back.
Did not play last season for mental health reasons, was in a very dark spot. She came back to try to help find some joy. She's done that this year with this Mississippi State team. Weber thought about it maybe. Now she'll take the 3. Rebounding has belonged to the Irish in this game. 47-31, the advantage in favor of Notre Dame on the boards.
Mississippi State can't afford a foul. They've got 14 fouls, so Notre Dame's going to be going to the line on any foul. They've got to just play good, solid defense here and then block out.
Citron. Tough shot. Johnson stepped on the baseline. Notre Dame ball. And those 17 rebounds, a new NCAA tournament record for Notre Dame.
Can Mississippi State get a stop here? They need one badly.
Mississippi State had their push to tie. Can they make it more than a moment with their defense on this end? They do. They get the turnover. Westbell takes it right back. It is no easy feat to beat Notre Dame on their home floor, especially in the NCAA tournament. They are 23-2 all time on their home floor in the NCAA tournament, trying to hang on here.
Down the stretch, Mississippi State has had back-to-back turnovers in a crucial situation.
Westbell, 3 Bulldogs around her.
Called a held ball.
Yep, and it will go the other way. Carter on Ebo. Well defended.
Notre Dame has numbers if they want it. Good patience.
And the most composed player on the floor, Sonia Citron, taking a quick look at the shot clock. And that's a foul. Ja'Kayla Jordan reached in. Neither team has shot the ball well here all game long. 56% for Mississippi State as a team. 57% for Notre Dame from the line. Now, 2 of their best free throw shooters are Miles and Mabry on the bench. But that one from Citron makes it a 5-point Notre Dame lead.
Notre Dame stays in the matchup zone.
Weber inside the 3-point line. It's a long 2.
Westbell's allowed to run the baseline here. Notre Dame has really gone to KK Bransford handling the ball a lot in this 4th quarter. Trying to get Citron off the ball a little bit and maybe free her up offensively.
Now your Mississippi State, you just try to play this one out.
I think you have to now.
8 on the shot clock. There is a foul. Danae Carter, I believe, is the guilty party.
And the other good news is they were able to use 22 seconds of the shot clock.
Miss from Ebo keeps it a 1-possession game. also have Jessica Carter out there, the SEC leader in field goal percentage this season.
They got to go a little quicker than this, though. They're taking too long.
Now they go into Carter, one-on-one against Ebo, who blocks it out of bounds.
We'll see what they do. There
Smith
it
is looking for Carter. She fades away on the shot. Notre Dame, Citron with the rebound.
They got to foul. They got to go foul her.
Do they know that? Weber finally gets over and does it. Now you do have several players, Hayes, Jordan, Carter, all with 4 fouls.
Makes it a tough shot, and everybody in Notre Dame is in position to rebound. And a big free throw. And now Mississippi State's got to go. They don't have that timeout.
Mississippi State needing points, down 6. Hayes is going to drive. Smith hits the 3. This Mississippi State team, which has fought their way from the first 4 into the second round. First time a first 4 team has done that. Now there's 3.3 seconds left. Notre Dame with the ball. Citron is immediately fouled by Johnson.
Now you just got to make at least one. And the coach is basically telling the Notre Dame players, get away from her. Just stand there.
Notre Dame got their hands to the basketball, and they will hang on and move on. Notre Dame winners on their home floor. They survive the fight from the Mississippi State Bulldogs, and they're going to the Sweet 16.